Stoke Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, Coach Signetti told me right before the game, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters, but he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Seminoles kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hoosiers offense will take the field first. The man who will run the offense is Ethan Gruthmeyer. There was a lot of interest in him in the offseason. He's a guy that they are excited to give the reins to this offense. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Becker. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Back to pass. Looking left. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Got a little grass. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside. It's Richard. Got enough for the first. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Hoosiers will try to punch it in on first and goal. Now he's looking to throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And This D's given up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession. But right here, they get a chance to save it. Nice job there. They're forcing a passing third-and-goal situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. One more down, and it would look like a really bad possession can turn into a field goal and a win for this defense.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Florida State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we get a look at this 4-star freshman running back who's living up to the hype. They're really excited about this guy. All the recruiting services loved him, and he's going to get his chance early. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
And the Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. A see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. He might want another play. Western. Go. Ready, go. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a man miss. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the counter. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Line getting set on 2nd down. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Jones to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. They're on inside. It's Singleton. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for a gap. It's carry on. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25?
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Might have a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40, past the 30, the 10, Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's one the quarterback would love to have back. At this point of the game, it's tight on the scoreboard, and if that guy's not open, nothing's there. You got to throw that thing away, or you got to tuck it and run, take a sack, live to play another down. That's a decision the quarterback wishes he had back.
Yeah, because you're so frustrated because you're in a position to get points. And, right, when you start getting down there, Palmer, they talk to you all the time. Don't give away points. Make sure you're smart with the football. Don't try to do too much. He tries to do too much. He pays for it, and the defense takes it all the way back to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Indiana, 10. Florida State, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, oh, he's got some space.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the fullback, and they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Ready, go! Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete in the middle. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Singleton. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. Finding some room. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a 1-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man. It's Richard. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Hoosiers are in the hurry-up. second down, they'll go to the air. Back open in the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. He takes it in. Touchdown, no!
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. You're trying to add to that here at the end of the first half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive, and that's a mistake, David. Taking pick six all the way to the house that could really end up costing them.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point was good. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibbs. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. This time it's complete. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Picks up the first down. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Gets it into the end zone.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
Getting set for the point after. Oh, they blocked the extra point. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Jones to throw. They're working that left side. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. The Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield very late in the half. Under fire. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Iowa, taking on the #1 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Hawkeyes, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing. Now over to your game at Doak Campbell Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
And the Hoosiers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Carry-On. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Checking in with the Seminoles head coach at the half. He said even though this star running back and freshman getting his first start has performed well here in the first half, he's got to make some decisions. They're trailing. They may have to throw the ball more, but we'll see if they can stay balanced in the run game and really continue to ride this young player, even though they're behind. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Could be an alley. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's a great start to this second half. That's what you talked about in the locker room at halftime. Don't let them create momentum. Don't let them start to create a comeback. Come back on this first drive, set the tone. The defense doing that right off the bat.
The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. He is in! Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Running inside, it's Richard. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pulls it in, it's Becker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Takes a handoff. It's Richard. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Quarterback keep. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on second and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. The Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a man. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Fires quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Looking to the end zone. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Wilson. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action, maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Jones wants to throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. Brings it down on the right side. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll go right back to the run. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. He'll take it himself. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll return it. Gives him the big stiff arm. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Rides to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The run inside. It's Martin. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. The Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Back's got it. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Carry-On. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Unloads it left. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Punt is in the air. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. He's got it. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, under-talked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And the Seminoles will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Running inside, it's Singleton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this